So I went hiking this past weekend and I did a whole vlog about that. I won't go into that, but when I get to the top, I was like, I'm not gonna stay that long because it's hot. And I'm just gonna touch base real quick and come back down. I was up there for probably over an hour because, you know, I take my shoes off, I ground, I brought a candle and Palo Santo, of course, my journal, a snack, water, the sunlight, just kind of meditating. I brought my sound bowl. Don't go hiking with me. You're not invited. I like to go by myself because I'm slow. I think it took me 4 hours this time because I was up at the top for, I think, over an hour. And I was like journaling, and then I'm like doing this like meditation in the sun. And then I literally, when I was on the way up, I got this idea for a book in 2020 or 2021. And it was me kind of wrestling with understanding my faith at the time as a Christian and trying to like wrap my brain around what is it that I believe and why do I believe it? You know, like I need to know this for myself. And it was a difficult journey of that. But I remember this one moment, I remember the moment it happened, and I thought of basically books come to me in titles. I get like the idea of the title, and then I'm like, and the whole thing came through while I was on top of the mountain. As I'm climbing up, figuring out if I want to even keep going in the beginning steps of the mountain hike, I hear the name of the title of the book, which I don't want to share here because I really love it, and I think it's going to be by itself the title like a really big hit. More to come on that. And I hear, I want you to write the book. And I'm like, really? Okay, you say so. And I feel like I've been kind of gearing up to this. I have a video that I posted last year, at the beginning of this year, called Alphaba and Jesus, which I think is really good. And I remember talking about it one time on Threads on a post about Alphaba and Galinda or something like that, or like Ariana and I forgot her name, the woman who is the actress for Alphaba. And people were like, because what I said was just a simple sentence. I was like, if Jesus was a character in Wicked, he would be Alphaba. And people were like, oh my God, that's so blasphemous. I was like, okay, if you say so. So I proceeded to do a whole video about it, and you know how I do. Anyways, it's kind of that energy of it, and like kind of like deconstruction, but like my, you know, my journey in like my own poetic way, because I was very Christian before. So, you know, and I don't hate the religion whatsoever. And I think this is just kind of like the story of that unfold. Anyways, I was at the top of the mountain and literally could not write fast enough to capture what was coming through, like every idea. And I was like writing it down, like chapters and chapters, ideas, like, oh, and this, and I could talk about this. And I just did a podcast
I know God loves
last year
me,
called Broken
and
Hallelujah,
I trust God's goodness for me. I trust.
And so many different parts. And then I thought about like the second half of that. I was like, would it be in the same book? Because now it feels like it's going to be as like thick as an encyclopedia, right? And I was like, okay, is this a whole separate book now, like my journey in spirituality, or is it just like a last couple chapters of the same book? I don't know yet. Anyways, I got a whole book idea, and I got the directive to write the book, and I was like, okay. And I think part of me moving and like just excitement right now and putting down things like the podcast, because it's great and I love it, and it's just very time consuming, and I'll probably pick it up when I'm ready, but like I think I'm being prepared to make space to write and like actually publish the books that I've been working on for a long time. And that is really exciting. So that I'm excited.